tonight on Payday.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drop.
Great vision, David. Thank you. I'm checking out Utah's opening lineup. We've got Damian Lillard. Pau Gasol is out there with Yao. Then Bruce Barry. And it's Free at the 2. And for the Lakers, McAdoo out there with Marion. Then there's Chamberlain. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's DeRozan in at the shooting guard position. Puts it up from 15 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Fades, and Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist by Rondo.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Now against Chamberlain. Now can't get it to go. Inside, out to Marion. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Barry.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
DeRozan against Free. Here's Yao. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Marion. Here's McAdoo with the putback.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Here's Lillard. Drops it in from 11 feet. Lillard's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
McAdoo, the pass to Rondo. Passes to Marion. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. Now Meng pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Free. Lillard outside. The 3 kept alive.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
DeRozan against Free. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down. Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to McAdoo. Dishes to Marion. Utah with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, I remember last time they met up, they just got ran out of the building. They weren't too happy with some of the calls in that game either.
Yeah, their starters got into foul trouble, and it felt as if some of the calls were ticky-tack, no doubt, but nonetheless, damage was done.
And that one's good. Lillard. Lakers trail by 3. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
the new group for Los Angeles. Then for the Jazz, Falls checked in for Yao. Bosch comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Hornacek in for Free. Parker finds Covington. Back to Parker. Shoots over Lillard. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Covington.
That's just too easy for Parker there. He loves getting those opportunities.
Hornacek passes to Fall. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Hornacek outside. And the pass to Fall. Bosch, that's for 2, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Lillard against Parker. High post shot. Chandler tipped back in for 2.
Well, there's the king of the putbacks, right? Chandler devastating on the offensive glass.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Lakers on top. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things. Being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Iguodala, Chandler out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Parker, and it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Up top, Covington. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. This is it to Caruso. And here is Iguodala. Clock at 6. Chandler outside. On deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Hornacek outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Covington dishes to Parker. And the layup's good off the glass. Parker's got his second basket of the night. One of these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping help defenders in this league are important.
There's no doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a defensive player of the year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the defensive player of the year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Here's Chandler. Fall with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now Fisher. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bosh. And it goes down 2 points.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Timeout called the Lakers. Good substitution here for the Lakers. Chamberlain's checked in for Chandler. McAdoo comes in for Robert Covington. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Alex Caruso. A wide open look here for DeRozan. That 3 off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's World B free. It's deflected.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
There's 1:47 left here in the second. Here's Lillard. He's got 9. Here's Yao. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Parker, terrific at drawing the foul there. He's as good as anybody at initiating the contact.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
And Marion gets it to go. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Outside Gasol. Free against DeRozan. John Rondo is checked in for Tony Parker. .51 seconds left now here in the second. Free against DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Free passes to Gasol. And Utah turns it over again.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Here's DeRozan. Last time out he had 13 points. 30 seconds left in the first half. Outside Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Utah shooting their first free throws here for the night. that one falls for Yao. So he gets them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
3 against DeRozan. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Utah trailing here. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, we got 3. Pau Gasol is out there with Barry, and there's Yao. And it's Lillard in the point guard. He and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.